Now I'm going to use this number 1 old fiber shape brush. So, are you ready to draw with me? Did you already change? Okay, here we go. And just get a little bit brown color. Okay, that's good. Not too thick, not too dilute. Okay, the first thing we're gonna think about. We're gonna see this whole shape. What is it? Yes, that's the challenge. Well, we don't have to make it look like ships, okay? We just put a few shapes, shadows in it. What do you think? Um, I see the Kellen over there is kind of thinking. Um, I see the thinking face. Uh, uh Okay, all right. Well, by the way, I did not say it today. You can pick whatever you want to pick. You don't have to pick all of them. You don't have to pick more than three. If you decided to have the time, just hear my voice and go through this, or you can mute me. So, okay, let's take a look. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna think about that. I think about this whole shape over here. I this is the I'm going to divide in two group, right? A two group. One group over here. I'm going to go all the way over here. The group over here. Can you see that? That's the group. One group like that, and the ship like this, and the shadow of that, the shadow of this group over here, and then we're gonna have another group on this side. Okay, like that. And I have a couple ship. You can see the shadow and the light, right? And that's another group, and that's another ship over here too. And seeing that that's a little bit light shape coming down like this way, and we can see that that's a little bit shadow. So here you go, and this is will be the shadow of this group. Can you see that? That's interesting shadow. And I can add a little bit more blue color in here. Here we go. And over here, that's just the whole bunch of the back of those ship. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have some catch the shadow coming over here from the tree, right? And getting there is already starting. They're having nice shape. And this also, there's a group over here. And 1, 2, 3 in the same group. Okay, can you see that? And that's good. One, and then this one, this shape. I'm gonna come back over here. Take this shape. Okay, always start from large. Think about the shape. And as we talked about earlier, when we begin, before we begin, we talk about maybe we're gonna do different media challenge. Okay, so marathon, maybe every other month, something like that. What do you think? Right, there's another shape over here. There's we're gonna have another shape over here. So, yeah, look at that. The leg over here. You don't have to make it all clear, okay? Just make some suggestions. How we recognize the key element, the shape. How we can find the shape. Okay, that's pretty good. I got it up over here. Make it like that. Now we're gonna looking for the like a whole bunch of light shape over here. We can just put a little bit light shape over there. That's just good enough. And there's a little bit shape over here for the ship over here. And there's a little bit shadow on the neck. Okay, that's just pretty good. We can actually make a little bit catch the shadow over here already. Okay, catch shadow over here. And catch the shadow under here. That's a little bit lighter. And there's another catch the shadow over here. So that's just pretty good. We just see the shape, paint the shape. Okay, simple as that. And take a look at this. Here you go. A little bit over here. That's a little shape. And lots of shape. Lots of shape. Lots of decision we have to make. And the back over here, a little bit darker. Like that. Okay. And on the neck over here, you can see a little neck over here, like that. Okay, that's just good. Now we're going to see how we're going to include other elements. Like this, so I'm going to make this a little bit. Okay, just make a nice picture. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to have a little bit shadow, catch the shadow, like that. Okay, here we go, like this. Okay, that's the back of the ship, of this ship. Okay, like that. Put a little couple leg over here. Just good. Like that. A little bit. The leg, whole bunch of leg over there. Now, don't forget that we include the tree. Okay, when I have the little bit tree to see how this tree, the shape movement. Okay, right from here. I think that from here up a little bit and like that going up. That's good. Make it rather thin at this point. Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. Like that. Connect that in here. And that's just another straight coming up. Okay, here you go. Like that. And here straight coming down. Like this. That's quite thin. Okay, maybe a little bit thicker. A little bit darker. Okay, here you go. That's good. Okay, that's good. A little bit blue. A little bit darker, but not that dark. Okay, you can make it a little bit tiny, a little bit lighter. Okay, like that. Okay, this can be a little bit tiny more darker. And I'm gonna have this a little bit darker for this shape. A few shape over here. And like that. Treat all the scene as a landscape painting. And we're gonna take a look at it here. Okay, here we go. Okay, here you go. And get a little bit more gamsol. Just dilute it. Make it a little bit. Okay, gonna make this a little bit softer. We're gonna have that a little bit mist coming up. Okay, we're gonna have that dry brush. And I'm gonna have this is the whole punch over here. And this is the look like there's a house over there. Okay, here you go. A little bit softer like that. And here you go. Okay, here you go. Like that. That's good. A little bit more. A little bit more thicker. Like that. Coming over here. This is good. There's a whole bunch of tree over there. And we have another tree coming onto this side. And like that. That's good. We can have a little shape coming this way. And we have a little bit shape this way. And a little bit thinner. Okay, here we go. A little bit more like that. And we're gonna have this all the way cross over. That's good. That's a good understanding the situation. Okay, over here, I'm gonna make this a little bit softer. Come up over here, and that's the horizon line. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit. There's a red track over there in the back, but so it's not really that clear or that bright. I'm gonna use a little bit white, mix into it. I'm gonna have. Oh, goodness! Is the setup? My phone is right in the way, and you won't have that problem. Just me try to let you see how I mix color. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to have this moving a little bit higher. That's good. Now I'm going to take a look at the track over here, a little bit higher. Okay, just a little bit higher. Let me see. Right here. Adding more red. A little bit more red. Okay, but it's a little bit more like a gray color. Okay, it's not really that clear. Okay, like that too. And the top over here. Right over there. That's good. And the front of the track. The driver's seat. Okay, that's good. Have a little shape over there. I'm gonna have a little bit the little house, showing the little house right here. It's the shadow side of the house. I can move that a little bit in here. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit tiny cool color at the rooftop. Okay, here we go. Like that. That's good. Okay. And okay then. I'm going to use a little bit tiny bigger brush. This. Here we go. I'm going to have, come back here, the number 6 fiber shape. Now here we go. I'm going to get a little bit blue color directly mixed into here, and it would make it look great. Okay, because that's the brown color. Okay, like that. That's good. And start mixing in. Over here, I'm gonna have a little bit lighter, so get a little bit white. Just think about cool, warm, how you're gonna mix it together. So, yeah, at some point we're gonna discuss this about the color theory. And here you go, right here. We can blend it in our conversation more. Okay, over here, see that? That's the same color coming up over there. Okay, this is the, here we go, like that. And over here too, okay, coming up over here, merge that into there. That's all the dust. Okay, you can see that. Now it's starting, getting into, this is the soft color. The atmosphere is very important. Okay, atmosphere, like that. All right, getting there. Nice. Okay. Now on the dirt over here, also going to have something a little bit orangeness. Get a little bit red. And here you go. Get a little bit more white. Okay, you see that? That's, think about how warm, how light. Okay, over here. I'm gonna have this coming down over here. Just look at that gap. And a little bit gap over here too. Okay, a little gap over here. And a little bit gap over here. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And why don't we also add A little bit tiny, but more, a little bit more grade. Okay, we're gonna have this, the top of the ship over here. You see that? Now painting the light shape. Okay, so when you look at it from distance, it looks like, oh, I know that there's something going on over there. It must be ship over there. But when you look closer, there's just a whole bunch of shapes. Okay, this is good. Over here, like that. Now have a little gap over there, a little big shape. Can you see that? Now we actually come together closer and closer. Get the impressions. Okay, this painting exercise is very good for you to focusing on just the suggestions of shape. Okay, that's good. And the lighter color we're gonna come later. Okay, like right here. And a little big shape over here too. Everything suggestions. Okay, that's good. Little bit over here. That's good. Keep going. The bigger brush, faster and better. Okay, here we go. And there's another shape over there. Another group of shape. That's just one shape. Group of shape. Okay, that's good. Okay, can you see that? There's something going on over there. I'm gonna have a little bit tiny more blue color coming over here. Let's see. This shape right here. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit more white. Okay, here you go. Like that. Yeah, and this little guy over here coming up. Okay. Little big shadow and then light. And a little big shape over here. Like that. Little big shape on the top over here. And we also see some shape over here. Little big shape coming up over here. And that's good. A little big shape over here too. And here you go. Like that. Pretty good. Now we come to the front over here and just have a little bit white mix into it, and gradually from here coming to the front. Okay, like that. And look like very soft. And here you go. Here you go. That's good. A little bit more. Here you go, like that. Now I'm gonna correct this shape. Here you go, like this. Okay. Now blend it in to the front over here. And just give a little texture over here. This is good. A little bit texture over here. That's good enough. Okay. You see that? Ooh. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna paint the sky. Hi, Harriet. Okay. We're gonna paint the sky. I'm gonna get the white and the blue. How are ya? Okay, now I'm gonna put this Oh, this is good. You never seen me having fun with oil painting. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, here you go. Just put the color in, and it's fun. Yeah, right, Harriet. It's fun. Okay, see that? Ooh, maybe a little bit lighter. Okay, let's see. Mix that a little bit lighter. The same thing. Anything we do, we're always judging, and the light and shadow value, and right, warm, cool. Okay, here you go. Harriet, hi, how are you? Go ahead, tell me another question. Hmm. Well, Brenda Ray has the question that when she believed that the oil painting after dry, the color change. And what are you going to do to get back to the original color that you want? And I don't think the oil painting had the problem because after it dry, what you're going to do if you don't have any further development needed. If you do, in that case, that technique called oil in process to adding some oil into the surface of the painting, or use the temporary vanishing, and you can get back to the wet paint look like how it would look like. But if your painting is already done, you don't need further changes. In that case, the last thing you need to do before you put it in the gallery or give it to your client, and that would be the final vanishing. You have to put the vanishing to bring back to the wet paint a look and effect. So, but in contrary, the when you use acrylic, that is the real problem because it always look darker after you dry. So what you need to do to paint a little lighter color, if that too dark, because it's using the varnish, it won't change the fact of the acrylic color. It's going to look darker after it dries, just like watercolor painting. Okay, there's just no other way to do it other than just add another round of darker paint for watercolor painting. For acrylics, you just have to give another correct color, a little bit lighter. Okay, so that, but for oil painting, and when the wet, how it look like the painting that you're happy about, and that will be the color is going to be remained after you put the final vanishing, and the painting will be done. So is your misconception about the oil paint. Oil paint, it is the most lovely because it is not going to change your color after you dry. And after you put the final vanishing, and it will return to the what the color look like when it is wet. And it's not going to change after the final vanishing. And that will be the color you're gonna get, that is it. Is that the answer you need? Okay. So the oil painting is very, very good if you, and also it's not actually take more time than watercolor. And you can compare with what I get from the watercolor painting projects as in the oil. They're very much the same amount of time that you need, and the speed is not about the medium. If you paint a little bit more, have more experience, and you would get faster. That is, thank you for your question. And I finished the sky almost. And the bottom need to be a little bit warmer and also a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna moving that on. And watercolor painting, it dries in a few minutes. Oil painting, it dries in a few days at least, or a few weeks. Right? So I have lots of time to work on it and wet into wet. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, the bottom over here, just keep that on. That's pretty good. Now I'm gonna paint a little bit distance, and there's a little bit orange color on the field. Okay, but a little bit like this. This is good. A little bit more red into here. That's good. It's not very bright. It's not like an orange color. Okay, here you go. Like that. So that's good. Like a one brush, you getting it. And take a little bit more over here. And you know what? Get a little bit closer. I'm gonna get a little bit green. Just put a little green color over here, like that. And that's good. You see that a little bit more green. Maybe darker green. Look at that. And then take a look at the distance. I have a little bit more gray color. That's just the gray color over there. And these two colors together will become the gray, right? The all three primary colors that we use is become the gray. That's good. Like that. Now come back over here, the track. Look at the track over there. And like that. Okay. And as long as some member are interested in oil painting, I'm gonna keep showing demonstrations. Okay, if that no one interested in oil painting, which is impossible, I know some of you crazy about it. So we're gonna keep going. And also we're gonna have watercolor clap. You guys like to hear that? No. Okay, right. I take it back. Is that right, Suzanne? Okay, here you go. Some members love watercolor, and originally I keep saying that the whole community is focusing on the watercolor. So we don't really need a clap. Clap usually is called minority, like oil, right? So if some of you interested to gather together to keep going, maybe weekly meeting, discuss about different subject matter of watercolor painting or technique or materials, and let me know what you think. Okay, here you go. Okay, like that. And getting a little shape. Okay, gotta refine the shape over here. That's good. Like that. Here you go. Now I don't need to go too crazy about this. Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna have a little bit yellow and green like that. I'm gonna a little bit red over here. Oh, here you go. And coming down over here, a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna moving this a little bit forward. Okay, like this, and this. Hopefully, this is not gonna keep blocking my brushes. Okay, here we go. That's good. And that a little bit darker. Okay, here you go, like that. And the top over here, keep a little bit intention. Oh, I left it. This is good. I'm gonna moving this a little bit. And now we're gonna have, you see the whole painting is already there. I'm going to have a little bit, you know, in the watercolor we can use 2 brushes, but for the oil painting, and you have to dip on it. Okay. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm gonna have something movement like that. Okay, here you go. A little bit softer for the reflection. No reflection. The cast shadow. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. And make it a little bit softer over here. And this is good. I'm gonna have a little bit green color. Okay, look at that. The top over there have a little bit green, the yellow and the blue. Here we go. I'm gonna have a little bit green color over here like that. Okay, that's good. Keep a little bit green color. And compare with the mostly warm brown color and kind of interesting. Okay, and a little bit shape like that, a little bit soft color. That's good. A little bit softer like that. Okay, I'm gonna come back over here, have a little bit more of this light orange brown color. Here you go, a little bit more, and then we're gonna come back to give it some lighter color, and it will be done. So I'm gonna have this moving up. See that? That's a nice light color. Okay, a little bit more white mixed into here. Okay, a little bit more like that, a little bit soft. Okay, over here too, a little bit soft like that. Look at that, that's nice atmosphere. That's good. Over here too, like all great soft. Over here too, I'm gonna have that a little bit soft. Okay, a little bit soft. Over here too, a little bit soft, like that. Okay, they're getting there. Okay, I'm gonna also softening a little bit over here. And mostly at the front over here, it's just the canvas color, okay? Now, okay then. Now I'm gonna use this flat brush to give it a little bit light. I'm gonna take the light and I'm gonna have a little bit more like yellow orange color. Okay, here we go. A little bit warmer like that. Here you go. Now, here we go. I'm gonna get serious of getting the final. I'm gonna have this a little. I'm gonna make sure it's sharper. Okay, right here, the ear. Like that. This is good. Top over here. And a little bit more over here when they're a little bit closer. Okay, like that. And this body right over there. And a little bit over here. You see that? This is getting more and more clear. Like, look at this guy, the ear over here. As soon as you put the ear on, it's a lot more clear. See that? That's good. Okay. The same way that you observe in a watercolor painting or acrylic, right? They're all the same. And how you apply the color is different. Okay, that's it. But if you don't see the shape, doesn't matter what medium we're using, it's not going to help, right? So it comes down to all about the fundamental observation, okay, which is we're going to talk more in the future, and about measuring angle. Okay, that's good. A little bit over here, the top over here, a little bit later, like that. But it's important when you're learning those technique and process, and important to keep up the joy of painting. Okay, even though you're not ready for something, but paint what you love is very important. That's not wholly about, to become a great painter, but more important, you're having fun painting. Okay, that's important. Okay, that's a little guy over here, a little bit later, right there. That's good. You see that those are all suggestions. Okay, I'm not painting the ship, definitely. I'm not creating the ship. And we just putting the light color and dark color. Also painting the more the connection between the different shapes. Okay, look at that over here. There's a little light shape coming down. This is good. And take a look at the top. Okay, right here. Top of the head. Like that. And coming onto this side. Like that. That's good. And look at that. Pretty good. A little big shape over there. And look at this guy. Okay, a little bit more. And on this side. And seeing that's a thin line. And the body, the top over here. This is good. And take a look at this guy. A little shape over here. That's all good. Getting there. And here you go. A little bit showing the neck of something on the back. And this is good. And the top over here is showing a little bit more. And now we're gonna have a little bit line. Okay, take a look at that. A little line. I'm gonna make that a little bit more clear. The shape over here, the butt, and this coming down here, and like that. Okay, that's good. And that's good. And have this a little bit higher and move this a little bit more. And let's see. And a little shape over here. Like that. That's good. And look at this guy. The leg coming down over here. This is good. And this, the leg on the back over here and coming down. Okay, that's a little bit shape over there. That's good. Well, if you're painting a very larger of this painting, and your process, it should be still the same. From the larger shape, atmosphere, the grouping, before you get down over here. So very much the same. So always start from larger shape and be smaller shape, like that. Very important to stick to the larger composition. over here, you can have a little bit shape, breaking it, and you can see the little shape of the leg. But any of those shapes, smaller shape, it should not pop out, take away the tension of the larger shape. Okay, that's just good, like that. And on the face of this guy, I'm gonna have a little bit more brighter orange color right over here, like that. That's just good. See the shape right over there, and it looks like the painting come together pretty good. And maybe a couple things. Yeah, maybe the line over here, this line, gonna have that a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more, like this is good. And somewhere a little bit softer, somewhere a little bit more clear. Okay, here you go, like that. Okay, here we go, like this. Okay, that's the tree. Refine it a little bit more. All right, I think we should stop this. Otherwise, we're gonna out of the time to do some other more interesting. I would not say more interesting, also equally interesting subject matter. Okay, a little bit more like that. So this is the beginning of this, but it can be keep going and for a long time. Okay, that can break this a little bit. Okay, that's good. Like that. A little bit lighter shape over there and breaking it. Okay, that's good. A little bit softer over here. A little bit softer over here too. Make it feel like they are in the mist background. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Now let's take a look at what is our next painting.